SEC Media Days are currently going on, and I gotta say there's some things happening, some things being said that I need to react to, and I need to dive into. The first thing I wanted to dive into was what Eli Drinkwitz said about the Big Ten winning the last 3 national championships and why the Big Ten has dominated the college football playoff landscape. Here are the things he said. Eli Drinkwitz made major headlines by taking a direct shot at the Big Ten and their championship narrative. When discussing why the Big Ten programs have claimed recent national titles, he bluntly stated, quote, this is Eli Drinkwitz talking, when you don't play an A4 game or Power 4 game as one of your non-conference games. That's what he said. So basically what he's saying is the Big Ten is winning these national championships, the last 3, the Michigan, Ohio State, and Indiana, 2023, 2024, 2025, because they're not playing Power 4 non-conference games. Like, I'm sorry, what? Like, I didn't think anything of this until I just thought about it for a little bit and said, what do you mean? Ohio State's playing Texas right now. Like, is that not a Power 4 non-conference game? Last time I checked, Texas was Power 4 last year. Granted, Indiana didn't play that big of non-conference games, so I see what you could say with some of these teams, and I get it. They don't play as big non-conference games, but I mean, they're still playing quality games. They're like, Ohio State has to play Oregon every year. They have to play Indiana every year. They have to play Michigan every year. They play USC. They have to play all those games. Those are all top 15 teams. Like, when you say that, A4 non-conference games and this and that, and this is why they're not, or we're not winning national championships because we have to play Power 4 non-conference games. Well, guess what? The Big Ten also has to play all those teams I named. And Oregon is not winning the national championship without beating Ohio State, without beating the Indianas, the USCs, without beating the Michigans. Same with Indiana, same with USC, same with Michigan, any team in the Big Ten. It's all, there's still quality conference games that they have to play. So I don't know what he's trying to get across there. And also the second thing I wanted to touch on was, it's the playoff, man. When you get to the playoff, none of what you did in the regular season matters. Like, it doesn't matter, I played Texas in the regular, or I had to play Miami in the regular season, so I can't, I'm not gonna be able to win a national championship. You think if Georgia when Georgia makes a playoff, that they go, oh man, I had to play, use this as an example, I had to play Miami in the regular season. Yeah, they're not caring about that. That doesn't matter. Georgia doesn't care. Those teams don't care when you get to the playoff. You're playing each other. You'll find out who the better team is. The Big Ten is winning the last 3 national titles because they're the better conference with the better high-end teams. Well, I shouldn't say better conference. Don't clip that and say, go down in the comments, you think the Big Ten's a better conference. At the top, yes. But in terms of conference depth, I give that to the SEC. We've had that debate before, so I digress. But when you talk about the playoff, and when you get to the playoff, it is not about what you did in the regular season. It is not about that. Because you'll find out who the better teams are. When Georgia plays Miami, Ohio State, when Oregon plays Ole Miss, you're going to find out who the better team is. You're going to find out when LSU plays USC in the playoff. You're going to find out who the better team is. And if LSU loses, it doesn't mean that, USC won because they didn't have to play a tough non-conference schedule. That is not why. That's not why. So that's one of the things I wanted to touch on with Eli Drinkwitz saying there. The second thing I wanted to touch on that Eli Drinkwitz said. He said Eli Drinkwitz also went on after the postseason, or how the postseason is managed, pushing back on the current college ball playoff committee model. He declared, quote, Eli Drinkwitz talking, committees are a bad idea for deciding who should get in. Sports are meant to be decided by playing on the field. End quote. This is amazing. So we go from Eli Drinkwitz saying one of the worst quotes I've heard at media days to now saying this. Two different perspectives. We're going to flip the switch right here in Eli Drinkwitz. This is perfect. I agree. The committee should not have a say in who gets in because of win-loss record. Let's play the games on the field. Like, I'm telling you, my stance on this has always been to get rid of conference championship week or keep conference championship week, but also that same week play playing games for teams that aren't in the conference championship game. Make LSU have to play USC to get into the playoff. Make Michigan have to take on Ole Miss to see who gets in the playoff. Make SMU have to take on Houston to see who gets in the playoff. Make Texas Tech, Texas Tech take on Miami to see who gets in the playoff. So have your conference games or your conference championship games. But all the teams that are 3 and below, like 3 through, let's say 6, maybe in each conference, let's say 3 through 5, play other conferences and say, okay, our number 3 team is going to go play your number 3 team. So the SEC's Alabama is going to go play Big Ten's USC. Winner of that gets in the playoff. Or if they're both like 11-1, winner of that just gets a higher seed. So, but if you're talking about like Houston versus, Ole Miss, and, they're both not technically really in the playoff picture yet, then the winner of that goes to the playoff, loser that's out. Like, that's what we need to do. We need to decide who goes to the playoff by playing on the field. So, there's what Eli Drinkwitz said at SEC Media Days this week so far. I would agree with one of 2 quotes that he said. The first one about the Big Ten, I don't agree with at all. And the second one about the committee, I could not get more on board with. Make sure you guys are subscribed. If you are a Missouri fan, you're a fan of your Wildcats, make sure you are subscribed as we bring you college ball content year-round on this channel. So make sure you're subscribed. We will see you guys again very, very soon.